Failure isn't the end of your story, it's the part that makes it worth telling. Every great comeback begins with a fall. It's in those dark, quiet moments when you feel like giving up that your real strength is forged. The art of coming back from failure is not about erasing what went wrong, it's about rewriting what happens next. You see, failure isn't a sign that you're done. It's proof that you tried. It's proof that you took a shot. And now it's time to rise again. The first step in mastering your comeback is to own your failure. Don't blame others. Don't run from it. Face it. Because the moment you take responsibility for what went wrong is the moment you take back control of your life. Next, you must shift your mindset. Failure is not rejection, it's redirection. It's life showing you a new path, one you may not have seen before. Some of the most successful people in the world failed countless times before they succeeded. Their secret? They never stopped learning. You must adapt, adjust your strategy, hone your skills, and strengthen your resolve. Because the greatest victories come to those who refuse to stay down. Resilience doesn't mean you won't feel pain. It doesn't mean you won't doubt yourself. It means you keep going despite it. It's the voice inside you that whispers, "Try one more time." Your comeback story is waiting to be written. It starts with a single decision to rise. Not for the applause, not for validation, but because you owe it to yourself to see what you're capable of. The art of coming back from failure is about perseverance. It's about grit. And most importantly, it's about believing that no failure is final unless you let it be. Every challenge you face, every setback you endure is a lesson, a test. It's life asking you how badly you want it. And the truth is, the people who achieve greatness aren't the ones who never fall. They're the ones who rise again and again, no matter how hard the world knocks them down. When you're at your lowest, it can feel like you're standing in the middle of a storm, chaos around you, uncertainty ahead. But storms don't last forever. And when they pass, you'll realize that the storm didn't defeat you. It shaped you. It made you stronger, tougher, and wiser than you were before. This is your opportunity to rebuild yourself, to refine your purpose. Take the pieces of your failure and build something unshakable. A foundation so strong that no obstacle can topple it. Remember this: every time you rise, you're not just proving something to the world, you're proving it to yourself. You're showing yourself what you're truly capable of. That you're stronger than the pain, smarter than the mistakes, and more determined than the challenges that stand in your way. The failure is not your identity. It's not your legacy. It's a stepping stone on the path to your success. It's the scar that shows you fought. The evidence that you're willing to risk it all to achieve something greater. So rise with purpose. Rise with clarity. And rise knowing that the comeback is always stronger than the setback. The world is full of people who gave up too soon, who let failure define them instead of refining them. Don't be one of them. Don't let this moment, this chapter of struggle, close the book on your dreams. Because you're not done yet. You've got more to give, more to achieve, more to become. Every success story you admire today started with failure. The inventors, the athletes, the leaders, they all faced moments where the odds were stacked against them, where it would have been easier to quit. But they didn't. They kept moving forward when the road seemed impossible, and that's why their names are remembered. Understand, this failure isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. It's there to show you what doesn't work so you can discover what does. It strips away the illusions and forces you to confront your weaknesses, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Every failure is a lesson disguised as pain. Every setback is fuel for your next victory. You might feel alone in this journey, but you're not. There are countless others who faced the same storms, the same doubts, the same moments of despair. And they rose, just as you will. Success doesn't belong to the strongest or the smartest, it belongs to the one who refuses to give up. The one who gets up, bruised and battered, and says, "This is not how my story ends." The one who understands that their value isn't measured by a single failure, but by their ability to bounce back stronger. You have the power to transform your pain into purpose, your failure into fuel, and your setback into a springboard. You have the resilience to climb higher than you ever thought possible, not despite your struggles, but because of them. Now is the time to let go of the fear, the self-doubt, and the shame. Now is the time to rise above the noise of the world telling you it's over, because it's not over, not until you decide it is. So take that step forward, no matter how small it seems. Reclaim your strength, your focus, and your fire. The road ahead may be tough, but every step you take brings you closer to the life you're meant to live. This journey will test you. It will push you to your limits and force you to confront parts of yourself you've been avoiding. But that's where growth happens. Growth doesn't come from comfort, it comes from challenge. It's forged in the fire of adversity. Think about it, every scar you carry, every bruise, every failure has shaped you. It has prepared you for this moment. You're stronger than you realize, smarter than you give yourself credit for, and more resilient than the doubts that whisper in your mind. The key is to stay focused. Don't let the weight of failure distract you from the possibilities that lie ahead. Too often, we get stuck replaying our mistakes, thinking about what could have been. But success doesn't live in the past. It lives in what you choose to do right now, in this moment. So stop looking back. You're not going that way. The past is a lesson, not a destination. Take what you've learned and use it to propel yourself forward. Use it to fuel your comeback. And remember this, the opinions of others do not define your worth. People may doubt you, criticize you, or underestimate you. Let them. Their words are not your truth. Your actions are. Prove to yourself, not to them, that you have what it takes. Greatness isn't handed out, it's earned. It's built through sacrifice, perseverance, and an unshakable belief that you are capable of more. The road won't be easy, but nothing worth having ever is. You'll stumble again. You'll face obstacles, but each time you'll rise a little faster, stand a little taller, and fight a little harder. Because you know deep down that this is your journey, your fight, your story to write. So embrace the struggle. Lean into the discomfort. Let it shape you, not break you. Every step you take forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Every time you refuse to quit, you're proving to yourself and the world that you're unstoppable. This is your comeback. Not tomorrow, not someday, today. It starts with one step, one decision, one action that says, "I'm not done." And when you finally stand on the other side of this struggle, you'll look back and realize that the person you became in the process was worth every ounce of pain, every drop of sweat, and every moment of doubt. You're not just mastering the art of coming back from failure. You're mastering the art of becoming your greatest self. Now rise. Like, comment, and subscribe.